And good morning to you all. It is a very chilly Sunday morning. This, what day is it today? The 18th of June, I think it is. Yep, I know it's the 18th of June because today I start the ration challenge. I'm effectively fasting, living off refugee rations for a week in the hopes to raise funds for Syrian refugees, displaced refugees in Talbiya camp in Jordan. And I'm going to be eating approximately 1,100 calories per day for the next 7 days, including today. So that's how I know it's the 18th of June. A bit like last time, I'm just doing a quick errand and I'm going to be talking about a couple of things about the Super SOCO. So things that have been requested by people, I should say, to talk about since posting the last video. I haven't had many opportunities to ride the bike because the weather here in Perth has been very, very wet, and I'm still trying to build up that confidence to drive in wet weather. But there are a couple of clear days this week. So Monday and Wednesday I'll be riding the bike into work and you'll get a bit more content from me. Alright, first question was, what's the range like on a supersoco TC? Well, let's talk about the three settings. We'll call them gears for the intents of this demonstration. Gear 1 is the first gear, second and third. 1 will be your lowest setting, 2 middle and 3 the highest setting. Because of restriction laws in WA, this class of vehicle is limited and capped at 50 kilometers per hour. So there really is no point in riding the bike around on the streets at settings 1 and 2, where the speed limits are 25 kilometers per hour on setting number 1, 40 for number 2, and then 50 for setting number 3. When I'm on main streets, I keep on setting number 3 the whole time, such as this one over here. Always in setting number 3. The range does vary. On setting number 1, so the lowest speed, you get 100 kilometers of range. Number 2, 80 kilometers, and 3, the fastest setting, 60 kilometers of range. Now, that may sound pretty impractical to you guys, and for most people, especially driving here in Perth, it might, given that people are traversing large distances to get to work on their daily commute. I'm not really an exception to that. My ride or drive to work from home is approximately 25 kilometers by the freeway, 28 kilometers by the route that I take. And I've spoken before about topping up the battery at work, which is exactly what I do, which is absolutely fine. To get from about half capacity to full capacity, it takes about 2.5 hours worth of charging. But if you're doing more suburban driving, let's say you live here locally, you live in the streets and suburbs of my area, and you want to come to these shops to pick up something, you put your backpack on, you know, you drive those few kilometers to get what you need and drive back without having to burn any fuel. All you're burning really is, well, burning quote unquote, is electricity to charge the bike. Now my last ride, to give you an idea of how well this battery holds up, my last ride was on the 11th of June, I think it was. The 11th of June, and that was from full charge to doing it would have been in the end about a 10-kilometer round trip. I haven't turned the bike on in a week and the battery was at 77%. So I've not had to top it up for the sake of this drive over here, and I'm taking a different route to get to where I want to go today, just to, you know, do something different and give myself more talking time. Yeah, I've mentioned on a few occasions, and in fact every single video, that I do ride the bike to work on occasion. I would certainly like it to be warmer and clearer and less rainy so I can ride it more often, because I do really enjoy riding it. But for me, even with a 28k ride to work and then from work, so you know, just under a 60k round trip, it really does the trick. But if you're driving to work and to the places that you do need to go over a smaller distance, then this kind of bike would be really good for you. And I know I'm not being sponsored for this video, but a great place to pick them up right now before the end of financial year sales end would be Motor Max in Osborne Park. Ask for Rick, he'll cut you a really good deal. Now, because we're entering a car park, I'm gonna put the setting down to setting number 1.